Good morning, it's Monday and the start of a new vlog. I don't have much going on this week except for I need to start my official job search. I need to write and I want to read. Also, I need to get hair dye so that I can redo my hair. But that's not a today task. First, I'm going to show you what I'm going to read, though, this week. So first, I am going to finish Book Lovers by Emily Henry. I've read 128 pages of this, so I'm very excited to continue it and finish it up. And then, as I am cleaning around the house and doing other things, I do intend on listening to The Wager, A Tale of Shipwreck, Mutiny, and Murder by David Grann. I'm going to listen to this on audiobook. I know I said I was going to do that last week, but I didn't do it, so I am going to do it this week. And then next, I will be reading Tell Me I'm Worthless by Alison Rumfitt. This is like a haunted house kind of horror story. So I'm excited for this one as well. But yeah. Welcome to the vlog. It's like 9:30 a.m. So I am going to sit and read a little bit of Book Lovers and then get started with the things that I need to do for the day. So I'll check back in a little bit later. Hey everyone, it is Tuesday and we have an exciting query update. I officially got my first full request from an agent on my manuscript and I'm so excited. I've submitted it, so now I just have to wait to hear back, and what I'm hoping is if I don't get an offer, which is, I'm not going to say like expected, but wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility, that at least I get some good feedback on the manuscript so that I can make it stronger for the next full request. But I am just so excited that I got a full request because I've been getting a lot of rejections since I really started focusing and querying seriously for the manuscript, and while I know that's just the name of the game, it has been a little discouraging. So I'm just so excited that I've now received a full request. So yeah, I also did read yesterday. I got up to page 227 in Book Lovers, so I'm gonna try and finish it today. And I'm still absolutely loving it. I'm really loving Nora. I'm loving Charlie. I'm loving Nora and Charlie together. I'm very intrigued as to what's going on with the sister. But other than that, I don't have much to say about it, because I feel like right now I'll accidentally spoil something. But I'm really thoroughly loving it. I think it's going to be my favorite of the Emily Henrys that I've read so far. I also got a brand new Stanley because I didn't want to use the one that my old job had given me anymore. So I got a new one in a better color. And so I'm going to drink water today because I've noticed that I haven't been drinking enough water. So I have that here, and I'm going to drink my water and read Book Lovers. But that's the update right now. A very exciting one, but that's all I have. So I do think I'm going to read for a little bit, and then I might go to the Barnes & Noble Cafe to do some work and on finishing my outline. But we'll see what time it is when I'm done reading. Me and Charlotte are dyeing my hair.
The gloves broke a little bit, so my fingertips might be a tiny bit red tomorrow.
Just a tiny bit red. This is the first time Charlotte's doing it. How do you feel, Charlotte?
Not stressed at all.
Not stressed at all?
At all. I'm very glad there was no bleach involved. Because I think that would have been like my panic moment.
I'm not entirely sure we had enough developer. But I can't imagine that's going to destroy my hair. I'm just going to put it out into the universe that it's not going to destroy my hair and that my hair is going to be perfect. Also, I didn't update it all today, but it was a pretty chill day. What did we do? We went and had a very mediocre breakfast, and that's being kind. The real only thing that saved it was the potatoes.
As per usual.
As per usual. And then we went to the mall. We got hair color.
You got some cute new clothes.
Charlotte got me some cute new clothes. Because I'm living my sugar baby era with my sugar mama.
We got nice and new food. And a new toy that she already tore a hole in.
And a new mat for her dishes. You hear that little whistle? I want to eat her up. I love her so.
What if I put some red dye on you?
Then what did we do? Oh, then we just came home.
Yeah, we came home.
And we chilled. And then Vincent, the boy child, had
End of year ice cream social.
End of year ice cream social.
Here's the one I bought.
Hold on.
Here's the one that I bought. Made by a student, probably. I just thought it was a pretty shade of blue. I like the drippy bits of glaze.
It's very pretty. It was like a fundraiser where you paid money for the bowl, and if like the kid came in and prepaid, their bowl was set aside for them, and then the rest of them were used to fundraise for the school. So we did that, and then
who's the money even going to? Because they're not open next year.
I don't know.
We're funding to fix the lead pipes.
And then we ate dinner and we watched some Real Housewives, and then we dyed my hair. Hey everyone, it is the next morning and my hair looks lovely. Charlotte did a wonderful job dyeing it for the first time ever. And I'm very pleased with it. I also just applied to a few jobs, and I edited the birthday reading challenge vlog, which I kept meaning to do, but I kept putting it off because Charlotte and I hadn't filmed like a wrap-up where we talked about all of our books. I decided to just go, because like every time we're together I forget to do it. Like we keep talking about doing it and then I keep forgetting to be like, let's do it, so we haven't done it. So I did just finish, like I just did like a wrap up of my books, and then maybe when Charlotte comes home tonight, if she's not too tired, we can just do like a little wrap up, and I'll put hers in this vlog, but that should be uploaded on YouTube shortly. So that's how I spent my morning, working on my resume, applying to jobs, editing, and filming the rest of that reading challenge vlog. And now I have to get ready. Oh, also, I don't know if I mentioned this, but no, I don't think I did. Anyway, so now I have to get ready because I have to go pick up the boy child from school. It's his second to last day. And then I really want to move on to reading Tell Me I'm Worthless, because I read, I think, like a few pages of it yesterday or the day before, and then yesterday while we were out running about, I started reading The Crimson Moth on my Kindle, which I am also really enjoying, so I'll be reading one of those too. So, who knows? Anyway, yeah, that's my check-in. Hey everyone, it is Friday and it's early, kind of. It's like 11:30 and I am waiting to pick up the boy child from his last day of school. It's only a half day today because the school is actually closing, so there's like this whole thing that's happening this afternoon about that. But real quick, I just wanted to talk about Tell Me I'm Worthless. So we have our main girl. She is a transgender woman and she is struggling with this thing that happened to her in a haunted house, or in an abandoned house with two of her friends, and it's already kind of grotesque and horrible and awful, like the haunting itself, and I don't know if this is, I didn't think it would be like this. I don't know how to describe it, but I'm going to give it a little bit more. I've been trying to get into this book for a few days now and I've only read 36 pages. I'm gonna try and give it a little bit longer just to see if I will like it a little bit more the further I get into it. It's brutal, but I feel like it will be really good if I can just like get into it, but I'm not a huge horror person, so I wonder if this is the book for me. But I'm gonna try. I'm gonna keep pushing through and I'm gonna try. And then I think I promised the boy child that we would get a special treat for the last day of school. And I'm gonna see what he wants and then we'll go do that. But yeah, nothing too exciting to update you on. So anyway, I'm going to I'm gonna go back to reading while I wait for him to get out of school. Hello friends, it's much later on Friday night. We went to the mall where Charlotte works and we had Cheesecake Factory for dinner. Well, we had appetizers and then we had, like, we split appetizers and then we all had a dessert, and it was delicious. And then the boy child and I went to Barnes & Noble. We got him some summer reading. And then when we were at the mall, we also stopped into Sephora and I picked up some Merit products. I've been wanting to do more makeup. I like doing makeup, but I don't like feeling like I have a lot on my face and I don't like when it takes a long time to do it. And Charlotte was telling me about how Merit has this whole like 5-minute routine and they have all the products for the 5-minute routine and it should only take 5 minutes. So since I applied for some jobs and I'm hoping that I'll have some interviews soon, I figured I would pick up the products and try it and see how it goes, see if I like it, because if I don't like it, Charlotte will probably use at least some of the products. And then we came home, I laid down for a little bit. I cleaned the bathroom, which really needed to be done, which I had been putting off. So that's done. And while I was cleaning the bathroom, I did listen to a little bit of The Wager. I have listened to, it doesn't tell me how long I've listened. I wish that it did. So it's an 8-hour and 28-minute audiobook, and it says I have 7 hours and 30 minutes left. So I listened to about an hour of it. That translates to page 32. So this is about a warship that was kind of a ramshackle warship, like just thrown together, and it was on a secret mission against the Spanish, what was it? the Imperial War with Spain. And on the ship, when it washed up to shore, there were 30 men on board who were all emaciated. Oh my god. And then there was a trial and everything where a whole bunch of truths came out about the ship, and I imagine how the ship was put together and how the crew was put together and whatnot. We're learning right now about how hard it was to actually get sailors for these ships. Like, they were like kidnapping people and like forcing them to be sailors, or they were like going to these hospitals where veterans were living because they had lost limbs, they were deaf, they were blind, whatever, or they were just old, and they were like making them work on ships because they were like so in need of sailors. But that's where we are right now. I am enjoying it. This is the author, David Grann. He wrote Killers of the Flower Moon, which I have been meaning to read and watch the movie. But my dad had this book, and he doesn't have Flowers of the Killer Moon. So that's why we're reading this one first, because I borrowed it from him. Anyway, I did read also a little bit more of Tell Me I'm Worthless by Alison Rumfitt. I'm up to page 83 now. It's really hard to read, honestly. I think it's because I'm not like a horror girly, and it also has like, it's so full of trigger warnings. There's so much going on. There's a lot of transphobia, a lot of homophobia happening, and you don't know who to believe. So right now there's 3 perspectives that we're being told the story from, and it's very interesting the way that they're being told. So Alice's perspective is the first girl that we meet. She is saying her story like from first person perspective, and then we have Isla who's telling the story in third person perspective, and so is the house. The house is also a character. The haunted house where Isla, Alice, and Hannah went to and spent a night there, and we don't know what happened, but Hannah, the house has Hannah. And Isla and Alice are both being haunted by what happened at this house at this night. And I think they're going to go back to the house, but I don't know. This is also like kind of a stream of consciousness in some ways. That's really interesting to get into, but it does kind of put me in a weird place. So I don't know if I'm going to continue reading this tonight because I do kind of want to relax, and I don't think that this will let me relax. So I might hop into Heartless Hunter or The Crimson Moth, depending on which edition you have. I'm currently reading it on my Kindle because it was on Kindle Unlimited, but I do have the pretty like Fairy Loot edition that has the Crimson Moth cover on it. So I think I'm gonna just sit in bed with my Kindle and read that. That is about our main girl. What's her name? What is her name? Rune. So Rune is a witch. This update, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Rune is a witch in a world where witches are being hunted and it's illegal to be a witch. Rune has become part of society because she ratted out her grandmother to the witch hunters, or the Red Guard. I think that's what they're called. But she had reasons. And she is trying to do something. She's trying to get this one person. She's trying to save this person. And the Red Guard has found her. That's a terrible synopsis, and I'm so sorry, but I'm also very tired. And I'm being looked at by my cat and told to shut up because she's trying to relax. So I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna let her relax. I'm gonna let me relax. I just got myself some more ice cold water in my new Stanley. I don't know what it is, but this Stanley, I think it's because I actually really like this color. I have been carrying it around with me, and shockingly, that has increased my water intake. But don't be fooled, because I do also have a cold Diet Coke with me. So I'm gonna drink those and read The Crimson Moth / Heartless Hunter and relax. So that's the update. So sorry. Talk about a stream of consciousness. Anyway, bye. Hey everyone. It's Editing Hannah coming to you to do a reading wrap up of the books that I read in the vlog. Because I forgot to film it. So I did manage to finish 2 books, and I started a third on my Kindle. So we read Book Lovers by Emily Henry. I gave this one 5 stars. I loved it. It's definitely my favorite Emily Henry book that I've read so far. I have 2 more that I need to read. But I really truly adored this. I loved Nora and Charlie's relationship. They're my favorite of the Emily Henry couples. I think they're wonderful and so super cute, and I loved how everything turned out in the end. I just thought it was perfect. It was my perfect rom-com. I adored it. Next, we have Tell Me I'm Worthless, which I gave a 2-star rating. I don't think this book was for me at all. I probably should have DNF'd it. It took me a really long time to get into it, and then I really struggled with it. This is about fascism and internalized misogyny, especially within the trans community. And internalized homophobia. The author, Alison Rumfitt, talks in her biography that she had to work through her own misogynistic dystopia. And I definitely see this coming out in this book. There was a lot of transphobia, a lot of sexual assault, a lot of violence against women and transgender people. It was a very uncomfortable read. There were times in this book where I had to skim because it was just too much. Like, there was this whole, like, multi-page like perverted fantasy that our main character read on like a forum that was just so disgusting. It was full of anti-Semitism. Just like look up the trigger warnings because it was a lot and I didn't enjoy it. It is a haunted house story, and I do think it's a play on The Haunting of Hill House, and I have never read The Haunting of Hill House, so I can't say like how well it accomplishes that, but the house is definitely a character in this. I didn't like it. I definitely should have DNF'd it. So 2 stars. I don't want to talk about it anymore. And then I read 24 pages in Heartless Hunter or The Crimson Moth, depending on which version you're reading. And I thoroughly enjoyed what I read of this last week. I have read more as I'm recording this, and I am loving it. So, overall, it was a successful week, and I apologize I didn't vlog Saturday or Sunday. The depression is getting the best of me. Anyway, I hope to see you in the next vlog, and we'll talk soon. Bye!